Well, despite the Lions' great season, there's a lot of anxiety among fans over what could come next.
Could Detroit lose two prominent assistant coaches in the offseason? Fox News' Dave Kinchin joins us live with the story. And Dave, this is when sports news becomes headline news, because that would be huge if we lost these two guys.
Yeah, it really would. You know, you could borrow a line from Michigan football, the team. That's really what matters. And the possibility of a shakeup in team leadership with two key members leaving, well, no one wants that.
It's not allowed.
Yeah.
It's not, right?
Well, that depends. High-profile Lions coordinators Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson could stay with the Pride, but ESPN's football futurist Adam Schefter is telling the sports world both key staffers will be getting head coaching jobs this cycle, breaking up a pretty legendary band, and nobody wants to think about that just days before a high-stakes divisional round against Washington this Saturday night.
No, it's not allowed. So whoever's going to hear this, it's not allowed.
They got to stay.
Yeah, they have to stay.
We caught up with Lions fans on their way into the LCA to back the Wings in their Tuesday night matchup against the Sharks. The Lions chatter comes after both defensive coordinator Glenn and offensive coordinator Johnson have been interviewed by several teams across the NFL, with a huge number showing interest, giving their high-yielding talents on display during this historic season under head coach Dan Campbell.
It's like having, trifecta there.
It just means that the Lions need to pay up more. That's what that means.
All right, I like it.
Show me the money!
Really, I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully it works out for the best.
You know, it would hurt a lot, but at the end of the day, I think that Dan Campbell is going to get the guys to, really get fired up for whoever's their coordinators.
Most diehard fans who follow the usual personnel changes that take place across the league say the Lions have a good mix of leadership expected to stick around, preserving the magic.
Ultimately, the rest of the staff matters too, so they're going to retain some staff members and some of the guys, so I think we'll be all right.
Well, more money will likely do the talking. Let's see, I pulled out I got about $2 on me right now. But stay with me here. There's about 4.5 million people in Metro Detroit. So if we all kick in about $2, we might be able to, sweeten the deal and keep those guys around. We'll see what happens. Of course, Coach Campbell was asked, well, what about these coordinators in the interviews? He says, well, what, you think I want them to leave? But he says he'll check in on how those interviews are going at some point. But, of course, everyone is still focused on the big game Saturday night. Reporting live downtown, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
Well, certainly the prize with a winning team. I mean, they want to be able to have that secret ingredient, and obviously the Lions have it at this point. So it also will probably come down if they want to stay and see this team continue on and hopefully to the Super Bowl and then some, or if they maybe want to go on. So it really will be a personal decision on top of that $2 you have in your pocket.
yeah, it's key, and it's key to point out also that both of those coordinators did have interviews before the start of this season as well, and they did decide to stay. So maybe that could have been that big decision to stick around one more time. And of course, it seems to be paying off pretty good so far. So maybe it's a different mindset now. We'll have to watch and see.
It seems to be a cohesive group. So yes, we'll have to wait and see. Thanks so much, Dave.